Just when we thought it was over, the wounds from the Christian Horner-Helmut Marko war are starting to open up again. Only this time, the stakes are higher. Formula One superstar Max Verstappen is on the verge of switching sides to rival team Mercedes, and the amount of money being offered to design genius Adrian Newey might just prove that everything has a price. Tough times ahead for Red Bull, and you have front-row tickets to see it. Verstappen finds himself in a tricky spot amid speculations about joining Mercedes for 2025. If he commits to Red Bull, it could pave the way for Christian Horner to make some strategic moves. Despite having a contract until the end of the 2028 season, Verstappen's future has become uncertain in recent weeks due to the off-track drama surrounding the Red Bull team. There's strong speculation about Verstappen moving to Mercedes in 2025, stepping into the shoes of Lewis Hamilton, who confirmed earlier this year that he's heading to Ferrari on a multi-year deal starting in 2025. Last week, several reports from Italy suggested that Carlos Sainz, whom Hamilton is replacing at Ferrari, is close to finalising a deal with Mercedes. But there are also speculations that Toto Wolff is still actively working to secure Verstappen's commitment for 2025. While the team continues to excel on the track, there's an underlying struggle for control over the company's reorganisation behind the scenes, especially following the passing of Dietrich Mateschitz in October 2022. Horner, who has been with the team for a long time, views himself as the new leader and is supported by Red Bull's Thai majority owners. He aims to minimise the influence of the Austrian aspects of the company as much as he can. But Verstappen and key figures like design guru Adrian Newey are concerned that this power struggle could have damaging consequences for Red Bull. Following a dramatic call from his father Jos for Horner to step down after the Bahrain Grand Prix opener, where he accused the team boss of causing problems while portraying himself as a victim, Verstappen has been consistently indicating that his future is closely tied to that of Helmut Marko, a long-serving Red Bull advisor. Verstappen's contract reportedly includes a clause that allows him to leave the team if Helmut Marko departs. This clause may have been added without the knowledge of Horner and other senior members of Red Bull's parent company. In a recent report by F1 reporter Michael Schmidt for Amius, it's highlighted how precarious Verstappen's future negotiations are, describing him as in a corner regarding his bargaining position. It's speculated that Verstappen might opt for a quick decision to join Mercedes for 2025, although directly replacing Hamilton isn't appealing given Mercedes' current performance struggles. Alternatively, he could stay with Red Bull for now and let Sainz team up with George Russell at Mercedes for 2025. Then Verstappen could consider moving to Mercedes in 2026, leveraging the new F1 regulations. Moving to Mercedes in 2026 after staying with Red Bull for a year has been labelled as dangerous. This strategy could give Horner the opportunity to swiftly execute his plan and eliminate the Austrian faction within Red Bull. This could involve suspending Marko, leaving Verstappen with limited alternative options at that point. According to Michael Schmidt, contesting Marko's dismissal in 2025 could be legally difficult for Verstappen. By then, Verstappen may have already accepted the new Red Bull regime for nearly a year if Horner takes action soon. Allowing Sainz to join Mercedes might also pose challenges in getting rid of him if he performs well alongside Russell in 2025, even with a probable 1+1 year contract. Toto Wolff admitted at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix last month that he would love to sign a driver of Verstappen's caliber to replace Hamilton, but he also confessed that Mercedes' current lack of competitiveness would be a major hurdle in the team's hopes of landing the 26-year-old. He said, "I'd love to have him, but first we need to sort out our car. First we owe it to George and Lewis to improve the car and give them equipment that is good before dreaming about the future next year. Like I said before, a driver will always try to be in the fastest possible car. That gives you the best chances of winning races and championships, and this is where Max is at the moment. Jos and Max and Raymond Vermeulen, Verstappen's manager, are also people who are very straight, sometimes uncomfortably straight, and I think that's something they will make up their mind on. But I think fundamentally a racing driver is calibrated to be in the best car. Let's word it like this. I think this is a decision that Max needs to take, but there is no team up and down the grid that wouldn't do handstands to have him in the car." Apart from Max Verstappen's uncertain future at Red Bull, there's also speculation about Adrian Newey. Ferrari and Aston Martin are reportedly interested in him, but Newey would not be available until 2026. The speculation about Red Bull's power struggle could come as a shock to someone without knowledge of the history. Despite this, the main players in the struggle often behave at the racetrack as if there were no internal turbulence within the championship team. It's like seeing a perfect world, or at the very least business as usual, when Christian Horner, Helmut Marko, Max Verstappen or Adrian Newey are seen together, despite the ongoing speculations and stories filling sports pages and internet portals for weeks. At Red Bull, there seem to be two worlds. Outwardly, everyone strives to maintain professionalism and keep the success machine running smoothly. But behind the scenes, there's an ongoing tug-of-war over the reorganization of the company and racing operations. Helmut Marko appears to be crucial to Max Verstappen's future at Red Bull, as Verstappen's departure could coincide with Marko's departure. Mercedes seems poised to act if such a scenario unfolds. Furthermore, Mercedes' current lack of appeal adds to Red Bull's advantage, with Mercedes positioned behind in terms of attractiveness. Max Verstappen's potential departure would indeed be a significant loss for Red Bull, with limited options for a comparable replacement. Lewis Hamilton's commitment to Ferrari, Fernando Alonso staying at Aston Martin, Lando Norris's allegiance to McLaren, and Carlos Sainz feeling pressure from Audi further highlight the challenges in finding a suitable replacement. Losing Adrian Newey would indeed be a significant blow for Red Bull, as his expertise and contributions, despite being part-time and working collaboratively, are highly valuable and should not be underestimated. Adrian Newey stands out as one of the few engineers with a deep understanding of racing car concepts and unmatched experience in the field. His expertise, particularly during the ground effect era, underscores the importance of these qualities for achieving success in Formula One. Losing Adrian Newey would have a double impact on Red Bull. The team would lose its top technical authority, and at the same time the competition would gain much-needed expertise. Adrian Newey is known for having a sharp awareness of team issues and a dislike for internal politics. With Red Bull facing financial challenges and competitors sensing an opportunity, there's a chance that Newey might consider leaving the team now more than ever. As the longest-serving designer in Formula One, Newey reportedly has offers from Ferrari and Aston Martin. Mercedes has not yet pursued him, possibly due to concerns about potential internal disruptions. Newey's sought-after expertise could be another factor influencing Verstappen's decision regarding Mercedes. Reports from last month indicated that Lawrence Stroll offered Adrian Newey a lucrative deal to join Aston Martin during the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix weekend. Mike Crack, the team principal of Aston Martin, recently denied at the Japanese Grand Prix that they had approached Adrian Newey. He stated that the team is quite happy with their current technical lineup. Despite Red Bull's strong start with 3 victories in the first 4 races of the F1 2024 season, there's underlying tension at the team. Rivals have sensed an opportunity since the first signs of tension emerged behind the scenes at F1's leading team. Adrian Newey was recently seen at Bologna Airport, fueling rumours that he has received an offer to join Ferrari. The rumours of his potential switch to the Scuderia are being taken seriously this time. Adrian Newey's contract with Red Bull runs until the end of 2025, and he is currently working on delivering the Red Bull RB17 road hypercar, scheduled to be finished and rolling by September 2025. Gerhard Berger predicts a potential second Schumacher era for Ferrari if Adrian Newey joins, with Lewis Hamilton potentially replacing Michael Schumacher. On the other hand, if Newey joins Aston Martin, it would be a significant gamble for Fernando Alonso. Newey had previously expressed regret about not working with Alonso, suggesting that this could change if Newey joins Aston Martin. Martin Brundle believes that Adrian Newey, Red Bull's chief designer, is worth more than the highest-paid driver due to the team's superiority. According to him, Red Bull's dominance is largely attributed to top designer Adrian Newey. Brundle made a statement Christian Horner would hate during last year's Spanish Grand Prix. Christian Horner is going to hate me for saying this, but whatever the best-paid driver is worth, Adrian Newey is worth even more. Conflict aside for now, Max Verstappen believes that the Chinese Grand Prix format will be a challenge for Red Bull. He currently leads the Drivers' Championship ahead of teammate Sergio Perez after a comfortable victory in Japan. This race marks F1's return to the Shanghai International Circuit for the first time since 2019. The Chinese Grand Prix weekend marks the first sprint weekend of the new season, introducing the new format. The sprint shootout occurs on Friday afternoon after a single practice session, followed by the sprint on Saturday morning and Grand Prix qualifying in the afternoon. We are looking forward to China as it is going to present a challenge ahead of us, especially with it being a sprint weekend, Verstappen explained. As we have not raced at this track since 2019, and with the one practice session, it will be all about ensuring we have set the car up in the best way we can and managing our tyres. This added element creates more excitement for the fans, which is good, and the team has been working hard to prepare. It is a great racing track in China and has a unique layout, with trickier corners and the long straights presenting lots of opportunities for overtaking. I have always loved driving at this circuit, so we look forward to seeing what this weekend brings. Are you rooting for Red Bull to rise from this public scandal, or do you enjoy watching their downfall? Tell us in the comments section down below. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thanks for watching.